All right. Anuja Kapoor of the BJP stays with us. Siddharth Sharma of the Aam Aadmi Party is joining us. Swapnil Kothari is noted lawyer with us as well. Swapnil, why don't I begin with you? What do you make of these claims being made that Arvind Kejriwal is somehow passing instructions to people he hasn't met in custody? How is this possible?
Good evening, Shivani. I believe that some half an hour is allowed for him to meet people. That's what I heard. And maybe in that he's passing his orders. Now, to be very accurate legally, I don't see that there is any constitutional bar. Unless, of course, you're convicted, you've got to demit office. Now, if Hemant Soren resigned because there was some case against him, that's his lookout, that's his morality. My morality as Delhi Chief Minister possibly is a little tougher in that sense that, I'm not that kind of a person who's going to resign so immediately. Tomorrow, if there could be a fictitious case against me, am I just supposed to quit? I'm giving you both sides of the coin. And in this, of course, ED has a case because obviously, you have a 50 crore house, which is disproportionate to your income. And of course, you've got a lot of questions to ask. And more importantly, Shivani, let me tell you that there was an application that was filed in the Supreme Court to prevent his arrest. That was withdrawn the moment he got arrested. Then there was an application in the Supreme Court to be heard overnight or maybe early next morning, which again was also withdrawn. And it was decided by the lawyers to fight out the battle in the remand in the trial court. Now, obviously, that is a legal strategy that they've adopted.
I'll come to that in just a bit. Swapnil, I'll come to that in just a bit. Surely you don't have to answer the moral question that Arvind Kejriwal faces. I'll post that to the politicians on the panel. But what is interesting is that Atishi has claimed she has a document sent to her from the ED custody with Arvind Kejriwal's directions. Now, that is what is raising eyebrows. Do you find that odd?
I do actually, because I don't know where is the typewriter, where is how it is sent, under what directions and how. So basically, that is something best which only the Aam Aadmi people can answer. And, I'm not interested in this more so because I'm more interested in the larger question. Of course, these are all questions you've asked very pertinent questions. Those raise eyebrows as to how exactly this government is being run from inside the jail.
Because that is the larger question. If you can, as the Chief Minister, even if you don't hold a portfolio, run a government from inside jail. I'll come back to you in just a bit, Swapnil, but let me take that same question to Siddharth Sharma. Siddharth, what's going on? The ED or the manuals are very clear. You don't have any access to any stationery, any paper, pen. Certainly your lawyers are not doing this. If they are, is this the right use in letter and spirit of your time with your lawyer? These questions arise. So how are these instructions, especially written orders, being given?
Yeah, Shivani, I hope I'm audible.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, this seems to be a classic case of kettle being hotter than the tea here. A constitutional authority sworn to serve the people of Delhi is serving people. It's as simple as that. And the TV studios have an objection to that. Surprisingly, the Enforcement Directorate doesn't have an objection to it as of now. Now, there is a simple thing, and I think Swapnil will answer this better. Wherever there is a crime, there are three entities in a crime. One is a victim, one is the perpetrator, and the third is a prosecutor. The prosecutor right now is the Prime Minister of India, the PMO office, under which the ED comes. Surprisingly, the Prime Minister is a teetotaler. Now, the victim, the perpetrator here is called as Mr. Arvind Kejriwal. Surprisingly, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal doesn't eat even onions or garlic. The third is the victim here. The point here is that the consumers here, not a single consumer has filed a case. So this is essentially a joke.
You are discussing the merits of the case. Siddharth, 1 second. You are discussing the merits of the case. Let's refrain from...
There is no crime.
Okay, fine. Let's refrain from discussing the merits of the case. I think we've done that in the run-up to Arvind Kejriwal's arrest. Plus, the party better argue this in court. If there was no case...
Why are you having this debate?
1 second. If there was no case to be made out, certainly some of your leaders, including Minister concerned of the time, Excise Minister Swapnil...
If you had a debate, I'll answer to that.
Excise Minister Manish Sisodia at the time would not have been in jail for a year if there was prima facie no case. So I'm just saying, let's not get into that because that's not the focus of today's debate. The focus of today's debate is if it is one, believable that Arvind Kejriwal is somehow issuing some written orders from inside ED custody? And secondly, if he should be doing this to begin with.